While you're changing the name of that deck, Anthony, I'll do my best to explain the Irregular Cube. The Irregular Cube is Anthony's cube that uses a rare module. So it has a core chunk of the cube that is played every time the cube is drafted, and then on top of that there is a big selection of cards from which only a few are chosen, and they're shuffled at random into the packs, or sometimes you seed packs, you say 2 rares per pack or something.
Yeah, that's why I ended up doing this draft, just because I was, setting it up on a big table. It wasn't like I was bringing the cube somewhere else.
So because of that, you get to play some cards that you don't want to see every draft. For example, maybe an Emissary's Ploy, maybe a Hymn of the Wild, something like that, because they don't show up every draft, so you only see every once in a while. Did I do that all right? Did you want to talk more about the cube?
You did great. I mean, I would say like the baseline cube is kind of meant to play a little bit like a master set, specifically inspired a lot by Ultimate Masters and Time Spiral. So we got stuff like Morph and a lot of graveyardy stuff, and yeah.
So I can talk about my deck, Anthony, if you want to switch over to my view. So I opened up Emissary's Ploy in my Pack 1 Pick 1. For those that have not played with Conspiracies in a cube context, the ones that start outside the game and give you some effect every game pretty much tend to be broken. Even Sentinel Dispatch, the lowly Sentinel Dispatch that gives you a 1/1 artifact creature with Defender at the beginning of your first turn, is kind of broken. Emissary's Ploy is even better than that, though. At the beginning of the game, before I draw my opening hand, I can choose 1, 2, or 3, and then I can spend mana as though we're any color to cast creature spells with converted mana cost equal to the chosen number. As you can guess from my deck list, I will be choosing 2. I'll be choosing 2 every single time. All of these many-colored 2-drops I can cast for any color of mana, so they're effectively colorless, which is great. Then, in Pack 2 Pick 1, I opened Hymn of the Wilds, an even more broken conspiracy. This one says, the first creature spell you cast each turn costs 1 generic mana less to cast, and you can't cast instant or sorcery spells. So, I got these 2 conspiracies, and my whole plan was just, I'm going to take as many 2-drops as I possibly can, and then I eventually settled on white as the actual color for my deck for the non-2-drop creatures I was going to play, where I have some 3-drops and 4-drops here. I do have Knight of the Holy Nimbus here in the 3-drop slot, because that's actually the 2-drop slot. These are my 1s, 2s, and 3s, thanks to Hymn of the Wilds. Now, I have to say I think I'm the favorite in this matchup because I have 2 broken conspiracies, but I don't think this is a slam dunk. So here's the sort of the trade-offs for this deck. I'm playing some creatures that are not on theme for what this deck is doing at all, because I didn't have my choice of 2-drops. I kind of just took every one I could possibly take. For example, Firebrand Archer deals damage to your opponent when you cast non-creature spells. I don't have any of those. So that's not going to do anything other than just be a 1-mana 2/1, which is fine. I mean, that's pretty good for an aggro deck. There's a couple others in here, like Jeskai Elder. I'm not going to get to trigger Prowess, so that's just I guess I could do it once with Zephyr Boots. That'd be kind of cool.
You're actually not allowed to put instant sorceries in your deck, correct?
No, you can put them. You just can't cast them.
Oh, okay, great.
I actually thought about putting some in just for cycling purposes, but you just can't cast them. So I have some 2-drops I don't love, and here's the other thing that's going to be a bottleneck here. Hymn of the Wilds only discounts my first creature spell each turn.
That's what I'm curious about, if that's going to change sort of the tempo of things.
Certainly I haven't even counted. I think it's probably like 12 or 13 2-drops / 1-drops. I'm going to start every game with one of these cards on turn 1. Turn 2, it's going to be just another one of these cards, or maybe a 3-drop, and then turn 3, then that's the turn I can actually play 2 of my 1-drops, back to back, assuming I get my 3rd land drop. So sequencing might be a little odd, but I think overall the power of getting to play all these cards without having to worry about mana costs, without having to worry about any of that, and getting them a turn early, I hope will carry this deck to a win. It's definitely an aggro deck, and there's definitely some cards over there I just probably can't beat if they resolve, like pretty worried about Night Incarnate and other stuff like that, but the goal is basically to have Patry dead before he casts Night Incarnate if everything goes to plan.
It's going to be a really interesting matchup. I think it's funny. So Patrick suggested we draft this cube, and I was like, are there any cards we want to veto beforehand? Like, do we not want to play with the conspiracies again? Because they are really polarizing, so people really don't like them. And you're definitely on the side of not liking them so much. But
I wouldn't put them in a cube of my own.
Okay.
I enjoy playing with them. I mean, who doesn't, right? Like, this is broken.
Right. I had a blast when I played the which one did I play? Emissary's Ploy? Which one's the more? No,
you played Emissary's Ploy.
Emissary's Ploy, and it was a blast. Here's my turn 1. Whatchamacallit? I'm doing great here. Turn 1 Saddled Rhymestag. That's a blast.
I wish I had Saddled Rhymestag. I have lesser 2-drops. All right, Patrick, what are you playing? Give us the grand tour.
I'm playing this Golgari deck that James built, and it looks like it's got some creatures in it, and there are some instants and sorceries.
Ooh, show off.
Only a handful.
Braggart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna figure it out as I'm playing it. I'm not gonna think too hard about it.
I mean, it's pretty exciting to see Spider spawning over there. That's
Yeah.
a much beloved card. You've also got so Natural Order. I think is in this cube pretty bad. Like there aren't a ton of targets for it. But you also got another one of the rare cards, which is Terastodon. It's like your only target, and that's kind of cool and might be busted.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, a turn 4 Natural Order into blow up 3 of my lands, make 18 worth of power and toughness can be pretty tough for my deck to answer. So
Yeah.
Cool. I'm excited about this matchup. So yeah, these decks we drafted with a full pot of 8. We just sat down and did a draft and then put all the cubes, all the decks in a box. So you ended up drafting, Patrick, a Rakdos deck, but you're exploring some of the decks other people have drafted, and he's playing his own deck.
I'll be playing the deck I drafted all night. Please and thank you.
Okay.
We'll see. I mean, are these still on screen? I think where's the edge of the screen?
Oh, we can't even tell. We've had your camera off all night.
Are they both on screen?
They are perfect.
Great. You'll love to see
Yeah,
it.
looking good.
All right.
Looking good.
Patrick, evens or odds?
I'll take odds.
Ooh, evens. This is a lucky seat, apparently. This is a seat that wins
Very
all the
good.
rolls. I will take the play.
Sounds
Needless
good to me.
to say. Has anyone in chat experimented with conspiracies in their cube?
Somebody just said my play group, despite banning a couple conspiracies in our chaos draft, loves playing with conspiracies.
I mean, it is cool. Like the companions, they just totally change the way that you evaluate cards and the way your draft goes. And that like little mini game of, oh, I've got this now. How am I going to reevaluate this pack I'm looking at is really fun. The problem is they're just kind of busted. It feels bad to lose to them.
I'm going to keep my hand. I'll lay it out while Patrick is shuffling up over there. So, Chad, this is what I was talking about with having some non-ideal 2-drops. You can see really all of these 2-drops are not optimized for what my deck is doing.
Don't you say that about that.
This one I will actually get to proc, it looks like, in this turn. Don't look at my hand. Don't look at my hand.
Sorry, I forgot.
This one I'll actually get to proc in this game because of this other card over here.
Looking right at it.
This one, no good on turn 1. This one, really not that good at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
But maybe I get to do that thing at some point. That'd be kind of cool. But like I said, I'm running more lands and 2-drops I don't really want to be running just because I had to hit a density of them. So
Yeah, I really like that aspect of Limited of being able to play the hidden agendas with, you aren't picking some bomb that you have to power it up. You're like, oh, I'm going to try and draft a whole
Good
bunch
night,
of this
James.
one random common, and that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
How's your hand looking there?
too many cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You wanna show the good people of the internet what you're thinking about?
I think this is probably bad. It's probably bad. We're gonna keep it and see what happens.
all right, you ready?
Yep.
I think it looks okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Before
Hey,
the game,
James.
Before the game begins, I'm going to reveal Hymn of the Wilds and Emissary's Ploy.
What
good?
what are those? I'm
You
just
see,
kidding.
Emissary's Ploy allows
I'm
me
just
to
kidding, yeah.
choose a number at the beginning of the game, and I'm going to choose 2.
Bold
All right.
2 from
I'm going to start on Nesh and Hornbeetle, and I will pass the turn.
Cool. What's that do?
It's 2/2. At the beginning of combat on my turn, if I control another creature with power 4 or greater, it gets a +1/+1 counter.
Okay. We're going to play a swamp and then pass the turn back to you.
Untap.
Good night, James.
Draw.
Where are you going and what do you have to do?
I'm going to attack you with a Nesh and Hornbeetle for 2.
No blocks.
Patrick's over here
Go to
doing
18.
Shoot to
exit
18.
interviews.
Yeah.
I
I will
actually
allow
don't
you
really
to
know how
leave
to
for the
sequence
evening, but you
this.
just have to tell the chat where you're going.
I'm going to follow that up with a Storm Fleet Aerialist.
Hey,
which
Jay.
triggers Raid.
Everyone say congratulations to Jay in the chat.
Congratulations, Jay. I'm so excited that you did that thing. Patrick is so distracted by the chat.
Extremely tight and cool. No, it's okay. This is good. I'm
Play
doing
a
both.
2/3 flyer, and I'll pass.
All right, I'm already losing the game. All right, I will play a forest, and then I will play a heart warden.
Love this little guy.
You got it.
All right, that's my turn.
Untap. Draw. Go to combat.
Very good.
Attack for 4.
No blocks. Go to 14.
Second main phase. Sick. I'm going to cast a Runaway Steamkin.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Whenever I cast a red spell, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and I will pass the turn.
Unflap. Upkeep. Draw.
So yeah, I mean, it's like you played a 1-mana 1/1, and you didn't actually get to use the extra mana. So,
Didn't I?
I mean,
Didn't I?
we'll find
I'll
out.
play a swamp. And we'll tap 3 for a
So glad it's not 4.
Bane Whip Punisher.
What do?
2/2. When it enters the battlefield, we'll put a -1 counter on the Steamkin. And I can pay
Yeah, that's going to happen.
black to sack it and destroy target creature that has a -1 counter on it.
You got it.
And I'll pay 1 for a Stitcher's Supplier.
Mill yourself for 3.
When it
Put your
enters the
deck up here
battlefield.
too, do you mind?
Sure. I'm left-handed. Can I put it right here?
We'll see. Yeah, sure. Well, chat will get mad at you. It's fine.
The chat's gonna get mad at me?
They'll
Why?
have to get
They
mad
like
at
the
you.
graveyards to be in a consistent spot, but
Oh,
it's fine.
sure. Okay. All right, great. Mill 3.
Yeah.
Natural Order. Night Incarnate.
Oh no! Oh
Boo.
Hurry here first. Mill bad. On your end step, I'll flash in Fairy Vandal because Hymn of the Wilds does say on
no!
each turn.
Hey,
Wow.
Andy, could you do me a favor and
did do
keep your deck in your graveyard on screen, please?
I can't see the screen.
Yeah.
So
I
yes,
think the chat likes to be able to see it.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Thank you for following Rock Larvae. Larva.
Rock Larva.
I feel like I know who that is. That name sounds familiar. Had a good time playing with you
What
at CubeCon.
Can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
What can a little man do? Did you guys know that, you might not know this because you only listen to him and see him sitting down, but Andy's actually the shortest out of the 3 of us.
It's true.
He's a cool 5'6".
Hi, Cleo.
I don't know how I'm supposed to sequence this.
Cleo from CubeCon.
I'll go to combat. Is that Cleo from CubeCon?
Cleo from CubeCon.
I play games with Cleo.
Hell yeah, we got
Anthony, I will
Grady here,
attack
too.
your Patrick. I'll attack you for 5.
Yes.
I've enjoyed seeing Grady's dahlias on Twitter.
All right. I'm at 14. You're attacking me for 5.
True facts stated.
And what's this do?
That's the one that gets bigger if I control a 4-power creature at the beginning of combat on my turn. Those both have flying.
We're just going to attempt to trade with the beetle.
Sure, they trade.
Cool.
You take 3.
3.
Very good.
And second main phase, I'm going to pay 3 for a Flicker Wisp. And I'm just going to flicker one of my planes. Move to my end step. Planes comes back into play. And I'll
Cool.
pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I will play a Nurturing Peatlands. And
Is Hillary still in the chat? Do you know?
I really have a good line, but I will tap for the Dryad Green Seeker.
You got a Dragon Seeker.
And I will pass the turn.
I don't know how many cube people are on
Untap.
Twitch. It's hard because
Draw.
you can't as easily, at least with custom cubes, play
Go to combat.
on Magic Online or anything. So
Attack
it's like,
you
takes a lot of
for
setup
6.
Everything's in the air.
to be able
Everything's
to
in the
stream
air.
Cube.
That's bad. All right, take 6, go to 5. That's not good for me.
And then second main phase, I will just play a Jeskai Elder
Yep.
and pass the turn.
Unflap, upkeep, draw for turn. I'm dead to flyers. Let's go to game 2.
All right. Your pizza just arrived, so why don't you go eat some pizza while Anthony and I chat it up with chat.
Beautiful. Hi, everybody. Thanks for your patience.
All right, Patrick, you on the play?
I feel much better. Sure. You shoveled this?
I shuffled it pretty thoroughly.
Super powered by fresh food. Good luck.
Me
Wow.
scusi.
Right into the microphone. You finally leaned into the
It's
microphone
funny how
for
that
the
works.
first time. Good night, tentacle monster.
Good night, tentacle monster. All right. I'll keep.
Show them your hand, Patrick.
Oh, yes, I must
And
show
then I
them.
will show mine as well.
I'll show them. All right, got some lands, got some creatures, got a small bit of interaction.
I'm
We're
going to
gonna
keep
play
my
next.
hand as well, chat. I'm keeping it for science. I certainly have better sixes in my deck. Probably a lot of better sixes, but I want to see how this goes. I'm curious. For scientific purposes.
What's your control?
I don't have one. It's bad science. Take it away, Patrick. At your leisure.
Swamp, pass.
Plains. Thank you. I appreciate you, Patrick.
And also with you.
I've always appreciated you. I'm going to cast Fibblethip the Lost.
Oh,
Yep.
you're doing it.
Trigger. Draw a card. Pass the turn.
1 mana out
Untap,
of Visionaries.
upkeep, draw.
Kind of scary.
Forest, tap 2. Another Heart Warden. Pass turn.
You love to see it.
Untap. Draw. Play a land. How do I sequence this is the question. I think I just want to go Jeskai Elder and pass the turn.
Mm-hmm. Untap, upkeep. Drar. Okay. Okay. Horizon Canopy. Go down to 19. And we'll play Forgotten Ancient.
As long as it's not natural order. You got a Forgotten Ancient.
Great.
I'm actually going to respond to the casting of Forgotten
Forget.
Ancient before it enters the battlefield and flash in a Quickling
Okay.
Oh, wow.
and return Fibblethip to my hand.
I love that. I love that.
Very cool.
Done?
Lovely. Yeah. Back to you, my friend.
I'll untap.
Back to you.
I will draw.
All right, so Tentacle Monster is definitely English, right?
No, but I'm not going to dox Tentacle Monster's identity.
Okay, they said lads.
I
Maybe they're
I'll tell you. I'll tell you off stream.
Maybe they're Belgian.
Tentacle Monster's location.
Precise location.
Yeah, exactly.
For
You are
all
really good at the
viewers.
geolocating game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to play a Zephyr Boots, the one and only card on my whole deck that triggers Prowess. And I'll trigger Prowess.
Very cool.
Nice.
I think I'm going to go ahead and equip Zephyr Boots.
Put a
you get a
counter
plus
here,
one counter on your guy, yeah.
Chad, if you don't know this, but you can send a picture of your house or your street to Andy, and he can locate it within 50 yards.
I'm going to attack you for 4 in the air, Patrick.
Very good. I have no flyers, and I will not block.
All right, so I get 2 of these triggers, right? 2 loots, draw and discard, draw and discard. So I get 2 back-to-back loots.
Why?
Because of Jeskai Elder's ability and Zephyr Boots' ability.
Oh, gotcha.
Draw. I'm going to discard
It indeed is.
Dismissive
the same
Pyromancer,
ability. Very cool.
and then I will draw.
I'll go to 15.
And he does play a lot of GeoGuessr, which is exactly that. You're dropped on Street View somewhere in the world, and you look around and try and put a pin on the map where you think you are.
Yeah, he's great
It's
at
a
it.
very cool game,
Yeah.
and he's pretty good at it.
I wouldn't say great, but I do my best. What do I... Oh, I want to keep that for sure. That's real good.
Yeah, also, if you guys just want to send Andy any other personal information, he's always happy to take that. He talks about how much he appreciates that.
This feels bad, but I'm going to discard Knight of the Holy Nimbus to my second loot trigger, and then I'll pass the turn.
All right, very cool. Unflap, upkeep, draw.
Did you want to...
Yeah.
I'll make sure you don't miss your trigger.
Yeah, thank you.
No, you don't get a counter.
What?
You get to decide if you want to move counters at the beginning of your upkeep.
Yes, I understand.
Before you draw your
I don't
turn.
want to. I
Okay,
understand.
Cool.
But you didn't cast another spell. You just discarded a guy.
I only cast the one spell.
I understand what's happening.
By design, chat.
Okay. I'm going to have to do now is just play this Rot Farm. And then I will pass the turn back to you.
Untap. Draw. I don't know where to put these things. I put them in my graveyard bags, and I just put them over here. It feels crowded, but I just got to get over it.
You got to be visible. If people are tuning in, they need to know why your deck makes no sense.
It's true. I am going
It does not
to
make sense.
pay 1, cast Fibblethip the Lost, trigger your Forgotten Ancient, and trigger Fibblethip. I will
Yep.
draw.
Yep.
Then I will pay 2, cast Flicker Wisp. It's going to trigger the Forgotten Ancient, but then I'm going to
Wow.
flicker the Forgotten Ancient, so you're going to lose your counters.
Rude.
I'll go to combat, and I will attack you for 3.
Everything's in the air?
They're all in the air.
Good night, Evan.
Fuck. All right, I won't block.
Thanks for hanging out.
All right, take 3. I will draw and discard twice. Draw.
I didn't stand a chance, chat.
I'll discard Neshin Hornbeetle.
Uh-huh.
Draw. I think that's going to be really good with that other thing, though. I'll discard Knight of Circe. And then land for turn is a Plains. I cheated that turn. We should roll it back. Only the first spell I cast costs 1 less to cast, and I cast Fibblethip and Flicker Wisp.
Okay.
Let's roll it back, because I don't want to cheat.
Okay.
You still didn't have any blockers in the air,
Nope.
so let's just say I didn't tap that mana.
Okay.
Still attacked. After combat, I'll play my land, and then I'll Flicker Wisp it. There we go. We got there.
Oh, great.
So, same thing happened, but I did it in a non-cheating way.
Okay.
Sorry for cheating. I didn't mean to, I promise.
Well, it's all right.
Go ahead.
Flicker Wisp is a 3-1.
Did you not? And then you flickered something?
I did still Flicker the Forgotten Ancient, yeah.
Well, thanks for keeping
cool.
yourself honest. Flicker Wisp is a 3-1.
3-1 flyer, yes.
Okay, I'm going to Tragic Slip it.
Tragic.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw
So
for
then
turn.
Forgotten Ancient comes back, right?
Yeah, end step, Forgotten Ancient comes back.
Okay. Forgotten Ancient.
I believe you can even have it come back and then cast your Tragic Slip afterwards to put a counter on it.
Well, that's what I did.
Because it's the beginning of end step, it comes back, then both players get priority in the end step. So I'm pretty sure you can
Yeah.
do it that way.
Makes sense.
And it seems like a good way to do it, personally.
Forgotten Ancient's cool. It's like a Mana Gorger Hydra. Whenever players cast spells, it gets counters, and then you can, at the beginning of your upkeep, move those counters around.
Okay, we'll tap 5 for Night Incarnate.
It's actually one of the cards.
That's the thing I was
from-
afraid of happening.
Was it the first Great
Sure.
Designer Search?
Oh,
You just hard
no.
casting it?
Not Great Designer Search.
Yeah.
What's the thing they did a couple times where
got
they
it.
let the community design a card? Like first they did a poll of, do you want to make a creature? Do you want to make a sorcery? And then submit abilities.
They made that ridiculous
You make the
flicker
card,
spell that way. I'll untap. I'll draw. It's a death trigger and it's -3/-3, right?
Si, senor.
Night Incarnate, also a cool card. I love Evoke.
What do I want to do here? I think I want full information of what I'm going to draw first. So, attack for 3, Patrick.
All Flyboys.
All flying.
Very good. No response.
Down to 9. First loot, I will draw discard planes. Second loot, I will draw discard planes.
I wish I could eat that whole pizza again. You ever feel like that?
I'll play a land.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get into combat with that. This
Meow.
thing's pretty good.
Meow, meow,
blocker
meow,
for
meow,
some
meow, meow,
things.
meow.
All right. I'm going to
Meow,
cast
meow, meow, meow,
Dreamstalker.
meow, meow. Okay.
ETB, put Fibblethip back in my hand.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Can I respond before the Fibblethip goes to your hand?
No, it's not. Oops. No, it's not targeted, so you had to respond when I cast it. But if
Okay.
you want to respond when I cast it, now that you know how that works, that's fine.
But now I know what you're gonna do, so I'm not.
Well, I can change what I'm going to do. If you decide to kill Fibblethip, I can bounce something else if I want.
yeah,
And you have to bounce something else, right?
Yeah, I have to.
yeah.
It's a cost.
I'll kill Fibblethip. Wolf fungal infection, Fibblethip.
That, I think, is a good play, Patrick.
Thank you.
Fibblethip is fungal infectioned. Dreamstalker ETBs. I have to bounce something.
Pick up that Quickling you know you want to.
I'll just pick up this tapped.
Oh, it's any permanent.
Plains.
It's like a
Yeah, that's fine.
core Skyfisher effect.
Then that's my first creature spell that's cheaper. Then I'm going to go ahead and cast a Falconer Adept for full retail. 2/3, when it attacks, I make a 1/1 white bird creature token tapped and attacking. I'll start drawing a bird while you take the turn, Patrick. Or you can finish your Sapperling first.
Your deck is a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be, Andy, in terms of like
It's pretty
the cards
good.
are working together.
I mean, I'm doing the thing with Fibblethip this game, which is not going to
Yeah.
happen in most games.
Untap, upkeep, draw. That's an interesting card. Okay. Okay. I'll play... Oh, I missed this Forgotten Ancient trigger. And whatever else is happening on
I
here,
did
too.
cast 2 spells.
I know. Alright, well, I'll do that.
I say put them on there. This is casual.
I mean, I rolled
as
back my
all
cheating,
hell.
so you
yeah,
know.
it's true. Alright.
Better to play a correct game of Magic.
Yep. Okay, and I'll keep them there, and I'll put this Uvenwald tracker on the battlefield.
Cool.
And I will... How many flyers you got?
I have 1 natural flyer, and I have 1 equipment that grants flying, and I'm going to make flying tokens if I'm able to attack with the Falconer Adept.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll pass the turn.
All right. I'll untap. I will draw. I think at this point I value a clock more than card selection. So let's go ahead and move the Zephyr Boots to the Falconer Adept.
Okay.
I'll go to combat, attack for 5.
Yep. Can't do anything about it.
All in the air.
Yep. Go to 4.
Play land for turn. I feel like I should just hold this other stuff as Knight Incarnate insurance. Because you're just dead on board unless you remove stuff, so I will pass.
Cool. I'm going to sack Rising Canopy to draw.
Sure. You do have the fight ability, but nothing I have is going to kill Knight Incarnate. You get to pick one thing off, you get to put something else in the air.
Fuck. Yeah. I punted. I should have evoked the Knight Incarnate, but I didn't. Yeah. Good game.
Can you make it fight your own creature?
You can, in fact.
So,
So I could make it fight.
you might not like this, but you can make it fight your Forgotten Ancient, which would just basically be a board wipe.
Yeah, let's
But
do it.
basically, I mean, literally, it would just wipe the board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's too bad that it will also kill the Forgotten Ancient then, right? Because
It's got Death Touch.
Oh, it's got
Yeah.
Death Touch.
It's going to
Yeah.
kill whatever it fights.
Yeah. Well, then that's actually a way that I don't die next turn. So
I think it's optimal to not die next
I
turn,
think that's the right thing to do.
personally.
How many blockers do you have? 2?
2.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just do that
You
then.
can also sack your Heart Warden first, not to interfere too much.
Yeah, thanks. I'll do that. I forgot that did that. And then I'll do this, and they'll fight.
Everything dies.
All right, very good. Thanks for the help, everyone.
We
I mean,
all,
honestly,
we all
it
need all that
takes-
we can get in the
takes a
face.
village.
maybe not evoking it was the right thing to do.
In the face of broken conspiracies.
All right, that will be my turn.
Untap. Draw. Play Thalia's Geist Caller. I'll play a Plains. I'll equip Zephyr Boots to the Geist Caller. And I'll play a Mog War Marsher for full retail. I'll get a Goblin token, and I'll pass the turn.
Cool. I'm still dead. Draw. Swamp. We'll do the thing. We'll tap 2, 3, 4, 5 for spider spawning.
You'll love to see it.
We'll make
What makes you say you're
four
dead?
spider. Well,
Only
I don't
4
know.
spooters?
4 spider.
You have to draw a spooter token.
Okay.
So you get 4 1/2s with reach, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
it's fine. Seems good.
trades with all of my attackers. So I don't love it.
Yeah, seems pretty great to me.
Okay, that's my turn.
Oh yeah, Dreamstalker did not die to the
Oh, you're right. It didn't die. It's a 1/5.
Knight Incarnate.
Well, we'll roll back that it didn't die, but not that I didn't attack with it and draw and loot, which is what I absolutely should have done, obviously. All right, I'm thinking about whether I'm going to pay this echo cost, and I am going to pay the echo cost for the Mogwar Marshal.
Oh,
And
right.
then I will-
Can you pay the echo cost?
Why can't I pay the echo cost? Oh, it's one in
Because you
red.
don't
I
have
can't.
red.
You're
You don't
right. I
have red
totally
mana.
can't. It just goes away.
Thanks.
Conspiracies make games of Magic complicated.
Yeah,
it turns
it's also
out.
tough because like
Has one more piece of
we
paper?
would just never see this combination of cards together.
All right, I'll draw for turn.
Or a dreams. What is it? Dreamstalker.
Yeah, I'm
Never
gonna
see
play a
that card
Waterlog
ever.
Grove, and I'm gonna cycle it.
It's a great spider.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Spiders are creepy. Who in the chat has any? Does anybody own any arachnids? Any reptiles? Any real freaks out there?
All right, I'm gonna go to combat,
And
these goblins just get eaten. What am I doing? I'll attack you with Thalia's Geist Caller in the air.
oh, well, I can't.
They have reach.
Oh, great. Well, then what is it? A 3/1?
3/1.
A double strike or anything?
It's 3/1 lifelink.
Okay, I'll block with the spider.
All right.
Yeah, one of the goblins is also summoning sick.
It's true. I will cast Sigrid the God Favored to exile the goblin that blocked it, or the spider that blocked it.
Great.
Then I'll move my equipment to Sigrid the God Favored.
So now you've got what 2/2 first strike flyer.
Yes.
That
Okay.
is
And I'll
more
pass.
difficult to deal with.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Untap,
this
upkeep,
is still a
draw.
big problem. Also, you could just flash it back right now, right? Do you have
Yeah.
enough mana?
I sure do.
The question is, how are you going to win?
Pet spiders all over the basement. I have pet spiders, and they're at war with all my pet cave crickets.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Tap 5 for an excavating Inurid.
Sure.
I'll sack this.
Sure.
And
Draw a card.
I'll draw. Yep. And I have 7, I think. Great. So this is +1/+1 in vigilance.
Sure.
And I'll pass the turn.
I'll untap. I will draw. Go to combat.
Potato bugs.
Attack with
I also
Sigrid
don't
the
know
God Favored.
what a potato bug is.
Okay. So
A pill bug?
I'll
I think
just
what
block it
bug
with
looks
one dude.
most like
Cool.
a potato.
Spider dies. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. How much does this cost?
Cave crickets are like crickets, but they have really long antenna and really long hind legs. They're really more just like basement crickets. They're like one of those creatures that have adapted to the human created landscape, like rats and pigeons.
We'll just flashback spider spawning.
4 more.
4 more. Bounce swamp. And send 5 at you.
You still have 7 after exiling spider spawning.
Probably not. I do.
Exactly 7.
I have 8.
8. Look at you go. It's a 5/5.
Yes. With vigilance.
Yeah, that's the 1 power too much. Yeah, I'll chump with the goblin. It's fine.
Very good. I'll pass the turn to you.
Play planes and attack with Sigrid the God Favored.
Okay. I'll block.
Pass the turn.
This is riveting.
It's turning into a game.
Yeah, we got a game here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay,
I don't think we really have a game, to be honest.
Okay.
I think this would be a slow death on my part, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna have game 3.
Banewhip Punisher. This is the second game?
This is game 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the dots tell us.
The dots.
We'll put a -1 counter on the first striker.
Sure.
And I'll pay 2 for Mother Bear.
All right.
And I'll send 5 at you.
I'll just take that 5.
Hell yeah, you will. All right, pass turn.
The cards in my deck are so bad now. Y'all just play fast, and we'll see where this goes.
love to
I'll
hear
play
it.
Runaway Steamkin.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Nice. Nice.
There's no point in doing anything else. You can just block with spooters all day. Moving the equipment does nothing. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Ah.
That's actually not awful. Well, let's see. We're going to play 2 for Binding the Titans.
Sure. We both mill 3.
We're going to mill 3.
My Calciderm.
2.
My Calciderm. That was one of the... These are all the things I could have drawn. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Okay, load some chimeras in the graveyard.
Gonna mill them out, chat.
Maybe. We'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We got a card down.
Bring back the chimera. And I'll exile 3 cards. Land, fungal infection.
Oh,
And you
got
still have 7
3
after
cards
this?
milled, so yeah, you should be good.
Exactly 7. All right. I see you.
Yeah, I'm out here.
Almost forgot about the 3 milled cards.
I'm out here. And
Put it on +3 counters. So I got
oh yes. And I'll
Be pretty
just
good if it
I'll just
escaped
go
with
ahead and I'll pay
3
1
+1/+1
to
counters.
trade with this guy. And I'll send 5 at you.
Take 5.
Pass turn.
I mean, that's a card.
Mole crickets are cool.
Mole crickets.
I'll play Aven Riftwatcher. ETB, gain 2, go to 12. And I'll equip it with Zephyr Boots.
Okay.
And I'll play a Plains and pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Trigger.
It's
Aven
vanishing.
Riftwatcher, yeah, it's fading. Cool.
Exile 2 target cards from a graveyard. For each creature card, exile this way, you gain 1 life. You exile the 2 beefiest dudes from your graveyard,
That's
please.
Calciderm and Falconer Adept.
Cool. I'll go to 6. I'll draw for turn. Play a forest. Tap 2. 4 Dryad, Green Seeker.
You got it.
No cards in hand. And what's that now? That's a 5.
Just 2, 3. Those are vanishing counters.
Those are vanishing counters.
Yeah.
Okay. You still got enough dudes that you could do something about it, but we're just gonna try and keep the pressure on and send 5-2 here and 5-5 here.
All right. I will double block the 5/2 and take 5 from the Anurid.
Fantastic.
Actually, I'm going to take 2. I think. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm taking 5. Put me at 7 or 8.
7.
7. All right.
Cool. I'm gonna do that again and put this guy back in the battlefield.
Now do you have 7 in your graveyard?
No.
Great. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. Cool. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Combat.
Yep.
Attack with a 2/3 flyer.
2/3 flyer. Okay, I'll double block or with 2 spiders.
Okay, I'll kill one of them.
Yep.
I'll play a Wild Mongrel, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay. What's that do?
I can discard a card to give it +1/+1 and turn it to the color of my choice until end of turn.
Okay.
You know how dogs...
I'll do this thing to
Can-
look at the top card of my library. If it's a land card, I put it in my hand.
Mhm.
It's not. Okay. Oh, and this, I missed this trigger too on my upkeep. Binding of the Titans. Turn target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand.
Seems pretty good.
What have I left in here for myself? Yeah, we'll grab Forgotten Ancient.
Seems good.
We'll tap 4 for Forgotten Ancient.
How many cards in hand?
1.
Okay.
And we'll move to combat and send...
You just cast the Chimera this turn, right?
No, I cast it on my at the end of on my second main phase of last turn.
Okay.
I'm
paying
going.
attention.
Yeah, it's okay. You're doing good. And I will swing these 3 at you. So 5, 2, 4,
Yeah,
4,
yeah.
2,
Oh, hey.
2.
Jet's in the chat.
Oh
How's it
hey, oh hey, how you doing there, Jet? Good evening, super nerds.
Could you make 2 bear tokens? But I'm not gonna take 2 all freaking game. I guess I could do this.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a typo.
Yeah, you get to kill both of these.
Super nerd though.
But I don't want to just take 5 from the Chimera either.
A Chimera. I really like the Chimera.
Yeah,
I think
Chimera's good
Take 7.
It's a card I like
Gain
playing with. I just think Escape is a
3.
really cool mechanic.
for sure, and the fact that it's relatively repeatable is
All right.
good.
I'm just gonna double block the Anurid.
Okay, so this die, right? This dice?
Actually,
No.
you have less than 7, right?
Yeah, so it's just a 4/4.
Yes. So it's gonna die, and you can kill the Geist Caller. Basically,
That's what I will do.
yeah. I'm gonna gain 3, and I'm gonna take 7. So I'm gonna go to 3.
Oh, fantastic. That's great news. All right, and I will pass the turn.
Tap, remove a fading counter, or vanishing counter rather. The one that actually works in a reasonable way.
Do they actually have the same name of counter?
Hmm?
Do they actually have the same name of counter? I
No,
think they
one
might.
is a fading counter. Oh no, they have time counters? This has time counters apparently.
Yeah.
Does fading have time counters?
I'm pretty sure they have the same. Just to make it super clear.
What do you want from life?
He is going to gain another 2 life off that flyer when it fades out.
When it fades out?
Mm-hmm.
Move
And-
the Zephyr boost
and when
to
does it-
the
when does it
Wild
fade out?
Mongrel, and I'll attack you.
That's always a good question. Is that one of the ones that when the last counter is removed, or
When the
you
last
can no
counter is
longer-
removed.
Okay.
Fading is when you can no longer remove
Cool.
a counter. Vanishing makes
So
more
next
sense, which is why they
upkeep.
redid it.
Cool.
Come at you in the air.
I will kill this fading dude.
Sure. I'll gain
And
2.
I will block with a spider.
Single spider.
Yeah.
I'll scoop. Let's go to game 2.
Hey,
three,
my
rather.
dude. My
Game 3.
guy.
I think once you turn the corner, it's really hard for me to
My
to
buddy,
win,
my pal.
because my cards are all very dinky.
Shout out to James.
Like, you milled my Calciderm. I think that was kind of my only real option.
Cube.
Cube, 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 cube. I almost had 8 mana to double activate Lesser Massacre to start killing spiders. That would have been wild.
Would have been crazy.
All right, I'm on the play.
All right.
All right, all right.
All right, we're going to game 3. For new people tuning in, we're playing a draft of my Irregular Cube, and we have Andy with 2 Broken Conspiracies.
Hello. Still losing
versus,
sometimes.
A very cool Golgari spider spawning deck drafted by our friend James, piloted by Patrick.
Anthony, what's
tag
so
team,
what's so
Patrick and
what's so
James.
regular about it? Yeah, we're gonna put you in a suplex.
Nice.
What's so regular about it?
I mean, so it's like the regular cube is very normal. Every card is very fitting the vibe of really simple, clean cards. I mean, regular cube has a vibe, and so then this one is.
It does have a vibe.
This one's a little. It just feels a little more sloppy.
Yeah, regular cube's like a nice day at the spa.
Yeah, this is like something else.
Yeah, go on.
This is like looking at what's behind your stove.
Totally. It's like leaving your stove on for 2 days in the
Examples of irregular cards.
summer. Both those conspiracies on the
Both
table.
those conspiracies. That's a perfect
Yeah,
example.
that's a great one.
I'm on the play. I think I'm going to keep this hand, chat. No
The
peeking,
regular
Patrick.
cohort. Regular cohort. I forget if it's actually in the list. I think it must be. I had to do that.
I'm going to keep this hand, chat, on the play. I don't love it. If this was Another one of these, I would not keep it, but the fact that it is one of those means I get a little bit of action, and this is a nice curve of sorts, so we'll see what happens. It's not a great hand, though, I'll be honest.
Well, with what you've built here, I never stood a chance, so the fact that I won one game feels great.
Yeah. I mean, it's the conspiracies are like definitely broken. There's no doubt about it. But also, I don't play with them that much. I probably drafted pretty badly for the conspiracies I had.
Yeah.
Sure.
I definitely in the first pack did not at all draft well for eventually getting Hymn of the Wilds. I took a lot of non-creature spells because my plan was originally to just play a bunch of 2-drops and then like all the black removal I could play. So I had to put aside like 6 or 7 picks from pack 1 that were just not Hymn of the Wilds picks.
Yeah.
But even from that point on, I don't think I made the optimal draft decisions, I'm sure, because I don't have any experience doing this kind of thing. So
Thanks for following us, Josh. I'm just gonna say Josh.
like your hand, Patty Poo?
You wanna show us that hand?
Oh, yes, I
Eddie, don't
do.
look.
Yes.
I'm not looking.
I'm going to keep it.
I'm just working on my tilt strat by calling Patrick Patty Poo.
I'm going to keep it. That's fine. That's okay.
You want to give it a rating?
I'm going to give it 4.
3 forks, 2 tines.
4 out of 6 slices of pizza.
All right. Patrick, I'm going to lead off on a Lesser Mastercore, discarding a Plains, and pass the turn.
That seems good. Draw. I will play a forest and pass the turn.
Tacky for 2.
Yep.
Sorry,
Go to 18.
Zenith. You got 3 Hymn of the Wilds.
And I will cast Doomscar
So
Oracle.
you just played
3/2.
whatever
When I
colors
cast
you
my
want.
second spell each turn, I gain 2
That's
life.
insane.
My turn?
Yeah.
Draw.
Well, it's a rare, isn't it?
Hymn of the Wilds is a mythic.
What?
Okay.
Mythic.
Rot Farm, and we're going to discard...
Were there like printing issues with that set? They printed 3 copies in one box.
And your hidden past turn.
Patrick, I gotta say, that turn 2 was pretty rough.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
I mean,
Play
it's
Waterlog
kind of
Grove.
an 8-card hand.
I'll attack you
Yeah.
for 5.
Yeah, very good. I'll take 5.
Put you 13. I'll play a Falconer Adept and
Okay.
pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
It's weird, but also those are the fun, memorable things when you get to draft something super weird, or just super novel.
Okay. We'll tap 3 for a Mother Bear as well as a Stitcher Supplier.
Sure.
I'll mill Murder, Horizon Canopy.
Murder.
Oh, wow, thanks for the raid. I don't really
Selesnya
know what that
Sanctuary.
means.
Who
Pass
raided
turn.
New
us?
people are here. The Third Universe.
What a raid means is that if somebody else is streaming and they're about to sign off, they can basically point their channel at ours.
Cool.
So all their
Nice.
viewers end up here. Welcome, new
Welcome, new
viewers.
people.
Hey,
We're playing
good
some
evening.
paper cube drafts here. Matches are going well. We're currently in game 3 of Broken Conspiracies, all 2-drops of all colors, whatever, versus a really thoughtfully constructed spider spawning deck.
Go to combat, Patrick, and I will attack you with all these ding-dang things. So that is a total of 8.
Wow, this is
Okay. I can block some of it, right?
Yeah. None of us got flying except for this bird. You can block whatever you want.
You are swinging with the bird, too.
The bird enters
Bird
tapped and
enters,
attacking, yeah.
Okay.
Falconer Adept is one of my favorite designs of a card.
Yeah.
I agree. No, but map. Andy drew a great bird.
That actually seems really strong. I'm going to double block the Falconer.
Patrick, I'm so sorry. I'll flash in Secret the God Favored and exile the Mother Bear.
Okay.
So you'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, and Mother Bear goes under Secret. It comes back if Secret dies, so I'll take the Mother Bear over here.
Cool.
And then your Stitcher Supplier dies, you mill 3 more.
Makes sense.
Got you at 7.
All right, good game.
I mean, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And then I will pay a life off of... No, I'm sorry, I won't do that. I lied. I'll just pass the turn.
Okay.
I know. It's very sad. This is very sad.
Yeah.
I mean, evoking a Knight Incarnate here is still very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
you
I
should
had
choose
it.
to do that.
Yeah, I choose to do that. Yeah, good game, my friend. I can't do it.
What are you chuckling at
come
over
back.
there? Then tell me.
Oh, I have a natural order.
I know green creatures to sacrifice because of what just happened.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
what just happened?
Yeah, that's rough.
It's okay.
This deck is broken.
Well done.
It's way better on the play. I'll say that much.
Yeah,
That
that
makes
also
sense.
makes
On
sense.
the draw, it is
Yeah.
definitely noticeably more rough to be playing weird kind of below rate cards. All right, so we got another match coming up. Anthony, you and I.
Yeah,
So
get in
come on
here.
down.
Get in there.
Patrick, you feel confident running the production?
Yeah, happy to. I'm actually looking forward to it.